Yes, sir.
Ah, yes, sir. This is our 10th one. This is our 10th one, guys.
Our fifth one.
It's number 10.
Nah.
Nope.
Not number 10. Okay. Just wondering. What's up, y'all?
Man, chilling.
Y'all looking good in y'all respective places.
Hey.
Y'all looking like, come on, man, some black royalty, man. Like y'all sitting up in Egypt or somewhere, man. Going down, got the king in the middle with the big beard.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about Alicia. Like, where'd she get a beard, bro?
No.
That ain't right, Hash. How you come on? This is my first one, season 2. You already come home talking about beards.
Hey man, y'all gotta be nice, man. We got company today. We got company. Gotta be, you know what I mean? Nah, she just crazy as all y'all. So
Crazy is crazy does. You can be your authentic self, and I'm just here to witness your greatness, okay?
Well.
yo, good evening,
okay.
everyone, man. So what we normally do is we go around, do a roll call, and we talk about our highs, our lows, and our self-care. And so since Jay is on the top left, we're gonna start off with our brother Jay, COO. Introduce yourself, keep it pushing, then you're gonna popcorn it.
Okay. For everybody who doesn't know, I am Jay Vincent Beat, COO of Music for Your Mental Health.
Oh yeah!
Appreciate you. Let me get my. Man, highs for the week. Man, you already know, man. A high for me is getting rest. So I was able to really practice resting consistently this week. Also, submitting a lot more music out into the world, and so that was a high. Just being able to be creative on the highest level. Low for the week. No lows. It's an exciting week. Self-care. Man, got the crispy edge up. Shout out to my barber. Yo, sometimes you feel depressed and all you really needed was a haircut. So yeah, I'm going to popcorn it to my brother who I haven't seen in a minute, Mr. Stevie McBride.
Stevie Wonder, let's go.
I appreciate you, Jay. I just see you Tuesday, but you know the people ain't seen me, so it's all good. Man, highs for the week. You know, it's not.
Who are you, brother? Who are you?
Yeah, we don't know who you is, bruh. Reintroduce yourself.
You just got a beard. Just
we got new watchers.
T, clinical director for Music for Your Mental Health. And can I proceed? Is that good enough? Or do I need to talk some more?
That's cool.
All right. Cool. All right. Highs. Let's see. Yeah, it ain't really happened yet, but my wife's birthday's coming up. So that's kind of like a high for me. I'm trying to
That's a high. Yeah.
Stuff going. Yeah. I'll stay high. Let's see. And let's see. Low. So I'm going to have to take my daughter tomorrow to get her last set of shots at 6 months. And bruh, it hurts me every time I got to hold her. I had to watch her take it. I was like, man, this is how the disciples felt when Jesus was getting crucified. But yeah. It's just painful, bro. It's just, I hate to see it. But yeah, so that's probably a low for me. Self-care, continue to, I'm not going to say drink water this season, but I'm just going to say it's been making sure I get up and get my workouts in at 4 a.m. sharp. So, yeah. I'm going to popcorn it to I ain't talked to Haskell in a minute, man. Haskell, a little bit about your birthday from the podcast, but bro, you turned 50, man. I just want to tell you happy birthday, bro. I ain't got a chance
Thank
to do
you.
it publicly, so
Thank
yeah,
you,
man.
sir. I appreciate the love, man. A high for me today this is a high for me. Coming on, seeing my family, smiling, everybody's well. Always a blessing, man. A low for me, to tackling these daggone cables in the studio, man. And you know what? Here's the low for me. Now this is a safe place, but I realized something about myself.
Okay.
And I had to admit it, and this is the confession time.
All right.
I'm a hoarder of little things.
Oh.
Really?
While I was going through all these drawers, I had like 5 drawers, and all of the drawers became everything drawers. And I had like from staple guns, the Sharpies, the tape, the microphone clips. I mean, in every drawer. It was ridiculous. I had a pile of ink pens and pencils that was like this high. And I had to admit that I'm a hoarder of little things. And I didn't realize it, man, but over the years, I didn't know how to throw things away. So yeah, that's a confession. So that's a low. But I feel better now that I said it.
All right. I like that.
Self-care. Self-care, just really keeping my mind in the right place. You know, staying positive and staying prayed up, and a self-care thing for me has been really seeing God meet me where I am. Like, I'll make a move and something will happen where it'll meet me right at that right time. Like, it's been happening so much. Pretty much I texted someone and reached out and they were like, we literally just said your name 5 minutes ago. So that's been happening like all week. In the city, wherever I'm going, like, people are showing up right at the right time. So that is self-care for me, because I acknowledge it and I think it's absolutely amazing. I want to popcorn it to my sister, Alicia. Take it away.
What's up, everybody? For those that don't know, I'm Alicia Cherie, the Chief Brand Officer for Music for Your Mental Health. So highs for the week. Man, there's been a lot of highs this week. I just announced a show in Atlanta. And we're potentially going to Nashville right after that. So I'm really excited about that show. My new single hits all downloading and streaming platforms at midnight tonight. Shameless.
Come on now. Let's go.
A Storm Is Coming featuring the Kalindo Parker. And so I'm really excited because the song has been in the works for like almost 2 years. So I'm really excited that it's coming out. So I've just been riding, the excitement wave all week.
So
I have no lows. Thank you. And thank you, Haskell, because it was your studio that we recorded at. So
oh, it's talking about this place, this place.
Yeah, that place there. And self-care, I haven't been able to really engage in any self-care during the week, but I do have plans to just take some time to rest and breathe tomorrow and Saturday, because Fridays and the weekends are my days off. So I'll get in a little self-care during the weekend.
Nice.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna popcorn it to Sean McBride.
I'm done.
Let's go. I'm not even ready yet, yo. I haven't even thought about what I wanted to say. Like,
it's go time.
It's go time, I guess. Hey, people. Sean McBride, the Chief Finance Officer. highs and lows. I guess a high and a low at the same time was my grandfather-in-law just recently passed away. So yeah, so the high is, he's chilling exactly where he wants to be. The low is, being around a family and everybody, grieving and, just the sadness that comes with that. But it's all good. Like, we chilling, we enjoying life. It's a great celebration out in Canada. Self-care, I just got back from Canada, so we're just trying to rest. Like, I'm right there with J-Bone and trying to just get back in the swing of things and just, let the jet lag wear off. But yeah, that's it. I'm just self-care, resting, getting my mind right.
Nice, man.
Nothing crazy. Let's
Nice.
popcorn it to the real Sean Shady.
It's Dottie.
Wow. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sean Lewis, assistant, associate, marriage and family therapist. I am curriculum director of Music for Your Mental, and it's an honor to be here with y'all tonight. My high for this week was starting a new habit. This week, I woke up at 5 o'clock and hit the gym with wifey. So we have been doing that on a daily basis.
Hell yes.
And I'm feeling really good. Energy is at an all-time high. And we're just really excited for this new year. My self-care for this week has been driving in my car and singing at the top of my lungs. Just some old school jams from the 2000s. So, yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
Nice.
Word. I think that the last person we need to popcorn it to is actually our guest. Is that right?
Yeah. Who is this Empress of Sound, ladies? She doesn't have a name. Just Empress of Sound.
I'm gonna give you a quick little
that is the
blurb.
name.
I'm gonna give you a quick little blurb on her, and then take it away, Deja. And then you can take it away. All right, so Deja is an inimitable. She's the big word in her bio. Okay. Talent, accomplished and seasoned vocalist with a powerful history of achievement in music and entertainment. An elegant and soulful vocalist who once graced TV, Broadway stages, toured supporting national and international legends. Deja has spent her life following the call of the spirit on the passionate path of creativity and service. Her ability to exemplify poise and grace in an ever-changing music business inspired her to coalesce, here's another big word, her passions and study of psychology, music, and spiritual healing. Please welcome to our platform, Music for Your Mental Safe Place podcast, our beloved friend, Deja. Take it away.
Oh, yeah!
Welcome to our safe space, Deja.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so glad to be here.
All right.
I'm so glad to be here. Like, really? For real, though. Okay. I have so many things to say, but first of all, how can I get on that Safe Space remix, though?
Oh,
man.
nice.
That's
First thing.
that's the word.
That's
Request.
Okay. Okay.
I want in on that.
All right. You put it out in the atmosphere. It's done.
Okay.
Done.
That was so nourishing. This entire vision, I'm so honored to witness you, all of you, and to hear from you in a safe space. That is really a key word for me that I lead with the work that I do. My name is Deja Gomez. I am also known as the Empress of Sound. And Kirti is my health and wellness company and name, my Kundalini name, spiritual given name. And there's no better place there's no other place I'd rather be than right here, right now, having this conversation that I know is just going to be so. It's already incredibly inspiring, and uplifting, and elevating. And so, thank you again. There's so much that I want to say, but I like in my mind, I'm thinking about that like time that Jay gave. So I'm like, let me be responsible with my time, with our time. Thank you for sharing where you are. Okay, do I do the high, the low, the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The high is booyah, you.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, as my light goes out. And so, yeah, I have this new ring light. I'm like working this thing out. I feel like I'm in total alignment. I'm in like perfect alignment, and I'm trusting myself. And so that's a high.
All right.
Low. I'm experiencing some things in my body that are bringing to my awareness. I know it's expanding my, how I hold space for others who are healing. So I'm totally accepting of it, but it's uncomfortable. And maturing, things that come with age. So, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's the low, it's just a little dip.
A little dip.
I'm just gonna bring it back. It's a little dip for a minute.
Right.
And okay. Oh, self-care. So MMA training.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, kickboxing. I'm loving it. It is that's something else that is really nourishing for me, and it feels good. And I'm glad to be learning something new that really challenges me to become more, because that's what I'm requesting of myself.
Yeah, you on your John Jones, huh?
Hey.
Come on, man. That's amazing. How long you been doing that, Deja?
Well, I started about 6 years ago with the boxing aspect, like really taking it more seriously, but then there was a lull, and I've been away for some time. So I literally just have been going hard for December was the month where I was like, okay, I'm going back to it. And it's like every day. It's every day.
Yeah.
Well, Monday I said I was going to give myself a break, because literally, Sunday I'm in the gym. That's the church.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Jay has you have questions, Jay. I have a couple. I'll just start off with a couple and then take it to then have Jay. I'm sure he's gonna lay some things out as well, and whoever else want to open up too. Tell us a little bit about your musical journey. A little bit about how you got started. Some of your real high parts of your journey, and maybe even some of your lows.
I'm from Chicago, born and raised in Chicago, Evanston, Illinois, Chicago, Rogers Park.
Nice.
What? My father, I was raised by a musician, and that's another part that we'll go into. Oh my God, there is so much in my mind to express. So having that view of what I became, which I didn't imagine that I would. My father's a bassist, a reggae musician. He has a reggae band. He had a reggae band. My parents are from Central America. So I was raised by Bob Marley, Sade, reggae, like just roots.
Yeah.
And then I went into the church. Forgive me about this light, y'all. I don't know what this thing is.
That's all right. Leave it off. You fine. You look great.
Thank you. But I want you to see.
That's just a distraction.
Yeah,
that's
right?
just a distraction. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do. Side
you are the light. You are the light, Deja.
You are the light.
Mm-hmm. Shine on.
Thank you. So I was raised by music. My dad, was a musician. He had the studio, was the living room. I'd wake up to music, go to sleep to the sound of music. So at the age of 14, I was discovered at church singing at Baptist Church, Second Baptist in Evanston. And I was signed to an independent label at the time, Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt from White Sox.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
Wow.
Big
Yeah,
Hurt.
so he was passionate.
Nice.
He was so passionate about music. It was childlike, the joy that it brought him. And so it was really an honor to be, the first released artist. And that was just such a monumental moment for me, really living the dream for the time that I did. So that was the beginning. I was singing in church. I was a church girl. So,
Yeah.
funerals, weddings, the pulpit, all of
There
that.
you go.
And I just know that I would close my eyes and just go into communion with my creator. And that was just the most blissful place I could ever exist and experience. And when I opened my eyes, the congregation would be crying. And so that was my introduction into the God in me.
Wow.
And so from there, I went into musical theater. I did 3 companies of The Lion King. I originated the company in Chicago in 2003. And I closed the Vegas company in 2011, the end of 2011. And so that was another expansion of my being and experiencing the music and God in me, really, and expressing in a more dynamic way. And so from there, I was married to my high school sweetheart. We had a little baby. I didn't want to keep touring, so we decided to try LA again. And from there, Ricky Minor, Stevie Wonder, I began living my dream. And then, after a few years, I was looking out at this. This was like 144,000. Yeah, this was one of the biggest festivals, and I remember feeling like unfulfilled. And I was like, what more do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, what? Like, isn't this is it, right? This is
You was asking yourself this question?
Yeah, and I was looking out at the audience because I felt a fear and a curiosity because I was not fulfilled. In that moment on stage, like in front of this audience, I was just like, no, there's more. And I'm just like, so this is me with me. I'm like, what more? What?
Crazy.
Like,
That's
what more
great.
do you want? And so I began searching, and I found Kundalini yoga. And then that's when I just went into health and wellness, because music, just the entertainment aspect and in performance, it was no longer serving for me. I needed it to be more meaningful and impactful, and there was something more calling me to explore how I can really become more. And so, yeah, that's the path that I'm on now. So now my music is more, I'd like to say ceremonial. I've been releasing a lot of unreleased music that I've been holding on to and terrified to release because I've just been so critical and judgmental. And so now I'm just like freeing myself from and delivering it. Because
talk a little bit about that fear of releasing that music.
Yeah.
Please.
So I was in transition as an artist, and of course there's always, well, you got to do it this way because this is what's popular, and there was a new sound in me coming through, and it was so dynamic in that it had all of the elements of my experience as an artist and as a vocalist, and so I didn't feel heard. I felt like the people I was collaborating with, I was like, I don't think they really are hearing what's coming through, because I didn't feel supported either in the ways that I needed to recognize it. And so I didn't believe. I just thought that it was crap, and nobody, like, who else wants to hear it? Like,
Yeah.
they're not feeling me, you know. and
Yeah.
and I wasn't feeling me either, though. It was new, and so as I continued with chanting, I chant, I sing mantra, and I sing everything. My breath is a song, you know, like,
Woo!
so.
Come on,
Love
talk-
it.
That's a
Love
song right
it.
there. The breath of
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do that.
So as I kept being curious and willing to learn, more and more of the fear just it dissolved, because I was finally accepting what I was becoming as an artist, and it was okay. I learned to be okay. It was okay that it was just different, and maybe knew where it wasn't understood. Because for me, the mental health aspect of what, like, meditation and yoga and chanting, that's a prayer. That's holy, it's sacred. And I know that how I was introduced, or Kundalini, there's no sound like the one that I'm introducing right now with mantra, and where our people can really feel the power in the words and the frequency.
Yeah. So quick question. This you said it a few times. What is it? Kundalini?
Kundalini yoga, yes.
Yeah. So what culture? Where? What?
India. Thank you. So Kundalini yoga there are hundreds of schools of yoga, if you will.
Sure.
Kundalini is a supreme technology where we go into the nerve of the soul, and it's not necessarily posture driven. We sing, we chant, we meditate. It's also known as the woo-woo kind of yoga, because it is very it's unique from all of the others.
Okay.
The way to say it. It
Okay.
really is. And so the way that and Kundalini, I'll say this. So Kundalini, the idea is that there's a coil energy at the base of the spine. And so all of the postures that we do, the breath work, the pranayama, the meditation, the chanting, even how we hold and draw in certain locks that we call them, is rising that energy up the spine, which is known as the silver cord, the information highway. And so then it goes through the crown for opening and enlightenment. And so that's actually what Kundalini means, coil.
Copy that.
So that's what the practice is. You're going deeper and deeper into the root of your soul.
So the root chakra. You guys talk about the chakras or no?
We do. We address them. Yeah.
We addressed it. Yes.
Yeah.
So
they're present, and but it's not necessarily something we focus on more than the spine, actually.
Fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Asia, as we were speaking last night, you mentioned something that really sparked me, that kind of tied in with the work that we do and the work that you do. And I want you to speak a little bit about it, and it's working with this disabled kid and how you use instruments to reach them, and even your own experience with that, and your lifelong, you know, what you're dealing with, or not dealing with, what you're living within your life.
Thank you. So in the career, I shared with you that, but my personal life, my son was diagnosed with autism, and I left the stage as well. So for years, I was in therapy, speech therapy, OT. We tried all kinds of different ways of normalizing our son. Okay.
Right.
And so in that was my call to action. My son, there was so much resistance because I didn't understand. And then I had resentment and anger because all I wanted to do was sing and get back to my career, you know. But as a mother, I had to make a sacrifice for my child, for our family. And he just held the mirror up to me and showed me, it's like, hey mom, you're so much more than what you could ever imagine and hear, and I'm just like,
Wow.
and so I became a behavioral therapist. I knew that I wanted to give back to families like mine because it was so hard, and I was here alone. I didn't have family here at the time, and it was my husband and I, and me carrying this big dream, just want and then carrying my family, or holding space and learning how to love and to care for a special needs child. And so as I began studying under psychotherapists and psychologists and counselors, I became a behavioral therapist. And that the way that I would so I would work one-on-one with the parents because we need it, and help them to understand their child and how to relate and connect with their child. And then I work one-on-one with the child. And so songs always were coming through. I was always teaching through singing. And that was one thing where when I started singing, I would have their full attention, and then they would participate with me. And so I began using that to really to implement into our plan already for the child and meet their goals. And so from there, I decided to go back to school. And as my career there was nothing happening. So I pursued psychology, which was another passion of mine. And as I was sharing with Haskell, I was like, okay, I'm going to do music therapy because I got music and then psychology. And my theory class just kicked my butt. I was like, no. I'm like, no, I know music and I'll have to learn it in a different way, in another way, somewhere else. And so my idea was to do music therapy, right, in that way. I do that now. Like, I have my gongs in back. I do sound healing now, but a lot of where the inspiration came from was working with special needs children and families, because that was one thing that was undeniable, was my energy and how I'm showing up, and them even hearing my voice or hearing my breath, really, which created I had to be the safe space. And so that was something else where, for me, again, I lead with that, being a safe space for people to be their authentic self and to be vulnerable, to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be loved. And so now my kit has expanded significantly. I use different instruments that are calming, they're healing, they're soothing, and some of them are really penetrating. The gong is really good for shattering energy, actually. And you feel it on your skin, feel it on your being, and inside your being too. So working with the specials, I was at an agency, and I would be the one-on-one to just remind them of who they are and to help them navigate their days. And a lot of things would naturally, like I said, come through music. And that was, I would see how they would tune out the world and they would just be in their music. And so for me, I'm like, okay, this is a tool. I can use this more to support even more, healing, personal development, whatever the theme or would be. Because that was the one thing that, no matter if they were verbal or nonverbal, music was always there. Music was always present.
Amazing. Thank you, Jay.
I mean, that's awesome. I mean, a lot of the questions I had, you really, you answered. You really just took us on your whole journey. And so I guess my question now is, you spoke about how you came to be a behavioral therapist. How have you been received amongst others, amongst our own people? Can you
That's
talk
such a good question. That's a really good question, because that's what allowed me to know that I was on a different path. One of my supervisors, when she met me, she was a woman she was a black woman, a woman of color, black woman.
Yeah.
And she met, and she was like, oh, and she named it. I couldn't name it. I didn't know how to name it. I just knew that I held space in a very unique and special and different way than, of course, I followed how we are trained to do things, but I also am very true to myself as well. And she looked at me, she's like, oh, you're a nurturer. And I was like, okay, there, thank you. Like, thank you. And she identified it right away. She knew that I was a safe space for these kids in ways that were beyond how we were trained. Really, it was softer. It was warmer. It was mother. It was God, holy. Because I really love these children. I really love them. I care for them, and I believe in them, and I want them to know that I see them. I see you, and you're beautiful. You're amazing. You're special. So how am I received? That in that aspect, if you mean like my music and things like that, like what I've released a mantra album. It has 3 mantras on there, 11-minute mantras.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, take a listen. I love to hear your feedback. I feel so. I was terrified because, again, I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna hear me? Are they gonna feel me? Like, are they gonna get it? And I trust it. I trust myself. And so I have it has been well received, actually. Now I do use it for like teaching, when I'm teaching and I'm going through a sequence, and when I'm facilitating things, because it is just mantra. But I have a new collaboration out with a queen that I love, Lizzie Jeff, the rap priestess, and she heard it, and we just went like this. And so I'm looking forward to adding a new element to the mantra and expanding on it, where it can even be even more well received in the delivery from a rap priestess. Like, and I'm chanting, but she's speaking some words of life. She's speaking life, like it's a blessing. And so I feel like I've had positive reviews, if you will. And I'm looking to that expanding more and more worldwide. Yeah. I see us chanting. I see my people chanting and just fully. It's like church. It is church. It's whatever. Okay, I have to do this later.
Go for it.
The feeling that of praise and worship, like that is what I do. Praise is what I do. And I've learned another way of expressing it through the ancient Indian ways, like kirtan. Kirtan is telling the story through song. Sankirtan, it's like praising in the street. We know this. I just have another language to express God in, and I love that.
That's good.
I love that too.
At all.
Because it's all God.
Deja, I want to show this interaction between you and Stevie Wonder. Jay, can I share this page real quick?
Yeah.
Just let me know when.
You're a co-host, so you can. I'll stop sharing so that you can share.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna show this little clip.
Oh, we had the best time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any audio, but
Oh, no audio?
No, the audio's not on.
Yeah, you gotta.
You want me to sit out with the link so you can play it, Jay?
Okay.
It's on. If you go to her website, it's on her video page. If you can pull that up. So Deja, while he's pulling that up, tell us about one of the most exciting tours or places that you've been and you were able to perform, and it just was super exhilarating.
Which one was it? I'm like, Stevie, we did Colosseums, singing, like being in ancient Colosseums. I think it was Italy.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, okay, I have Gladiator, the movie, in my mind, right? okay, I could do this. Like, wow, it's so rich in the culture. And then, you know, to be on the land, to stand in this, you know, historic place, and then for masses of people to come to hear us sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something special.
It really is. Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Singing in front of thousands of people, performing. When I did Jamaica and was in Kingston at the arena where they had Bob Marley's statue right out front, and the energy of the people was just like,
right.
You feel that it's crazy.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. Oh, this is the clip. Play a little bit of that, Jay.
I see the light.
That was an inside joke.
It sounded like it froze. Oh man, it couldn't take it. It just couldn't
take it. Couldn't take it. Awesome.
That's crazy, yo.
Yo, this is who we're on the line
That was
with,
awesome.
guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is who has blessed our
Iconic.
podcast today.
Wow.
Dang.
It's so amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. It feels good to remember. Because
Man,
at the time I didn't value it like I do now.
Wow.
And so I was careless in a lot of ways. I was reckless in a lot of ways. And oh God, I give thanks for grace. I give
Yeah.
thanks for grace.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
thank you.
we appreciate you, and like we all can tell that there's so much more and so many chapters to your life.
Mm.
And you know, we only get a small minute of time to spend with special folks like yourself. And this is why we wanted to create a safe place, because, you know, with all the great things and grandiose things that we've experienced, you have moments where there were some low times, and how did you deal with those things therapeutic wise? And there's a reason why you are where you are and how you handle life was because of the things you've gone through and the path and the people you met and things you had to get rid of, people you had to get rid of. Like, you can only imagine.
Yeah. And music, music. Thank you for that recognition, Haskell. Thank you. Music is my savior. I mean, and what I discovered in all of this is, and one of my courses, you know, tuning the body as an instrument. The body is, we're the instrument, a whole body instrument. And so mantra really saved, it really just saved me in a lot of ways. And music, it carried me to a safe, that's what mantra does. It carries you to the safest place.
Wow.
And so it's a mind wave. And that's what I had to attune myself to heal from the traumas and the self, you know, the betrayals, the criticism, the judgment, all of these things that were just noise. And I needed to learn how to harmonize that, because it was all still music, right? It was just, it needed organization. It needed harmony. And so music, that's why for me, singing the mantra and just sharing that way of healing, it's healing. It's music medicine.
Yeah. Well, we as Music for Your Mental, we're on a journey to gather the best fruits and vegetables along the way and rich people from the inside. And so you can look at us as a caravan going through life and journeying and picking up people along the way. And so guess what? You have jumped on the caravan of love.
Oh yeah.
And you are family. You have officially been stamped with the Music for Your Mental wings of love.
Hell yeah.
Verified.
We want to figure out
Verified.
ways to really support you in what you do. And we're going to be doing workshops. We're going to be doing a lot of work in the field. And there's some areas that you can help us with, and as well as we can help you with the kids and even the disabled community, like the knowledge that you have in that, you know.
Yeah.
Let's figure some things out.
It's powerful
You're
for sure.
geniuses. Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you. I'm so glad. This is such a high. Like, seriously, it really is. Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, absolutely, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we normally spend like the last 5 minutes, right, Jay, of just giving a shout out. So to whoever you want to give a shout out to, show love to, take this moment and you do your thing. And where can people find you, your website, social medias, and anything you want to share?
Well, I'll start here. I do have a confession. I'm covering up all of the last piece of like mess that has just been the worst pain in my side. You're not alone. I realized it too. I'm like, and you confessing it, and literally, I'm sitting on it. I'm like, confession, you are not alone.
Yes, I'm happy I'm not alone.
Listen, I have had mail from years. Mail. I was like,
Talk about it.
You're not even open. How many of these do you need? Like, oh my gosh, you are not alone. Okay, I just want
Yes.
So, shout out to us who are like really doing some deep cleaning.
Yes.
Yes.
Deep cleaning.
2023 cleansing. I like it.
I want to shout out my children, Jordan and Leia, my beloveds. Oh my God. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't be who I am without you.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can't wait. We can't wait to meet them.
Oh my God. I can't wait to share them.
I cannot wait to meet them. And what are their ages?
Jordan is 20 and Leia is 15.
Nice.
Which one is more like you? Which one is like takes on your characteristics?
They both have a healthy balance. It's my daughter has like a sweet balance between her father and I. My son, I would say my son.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a real Care Bear. I mean, both of my kids are. They are. Yeah. Like we're the Care Bear family. We're the Care Bear. We're the Care Bear family.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but my boy and also Jay Black for delivering me, for walking me in the room.
Yeah.
Believing me. I've been building with Jay and we released a song. Actually, Water and Roots is one that Jay and I recorded years ago. We have another one.
Where can we find that at? Everywhere?
You can find my music on all music platforms. Deja Gomez. My mantra album is Kirti. And Kirti is my spiritual name.
We put that in the YouTube chat so people can get that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Deja Gomez.
I'm already following you on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I'll add the link. Yep.
So yeah, I want to. That's why I want to shout. I want to shout out to my ancestors. I want to shout out to all those who came before me, and who are running in my veins and all around me, covering me. And I want to thank the beautiful reflections like yourselves that I get to witness and be witnessed by. Yeah, gratitude.
Yo, let's give a shout out and love to our sister Deja.
Yeah.
This was amazing. Amazing for the books. We keep going up, guys.
You're going up.
Higher and higher.
Going up.
Higher and higher, baby.
Yeah, this is amazing. So everyone, you guys can find us at musicforyourmental.org on every mainstream platform, social media. You look up our acronym. What's our acronym, Stevie?
I was muted. Oh, don't do me like that, but it's music for your mental health. You know the words.
What's the acronym?
FYMH, baby. Don't forget it.
Your YMH.
Yo, don't try to pretend to be muted. Music.
Thanks a lot, Stevie, for giving us the acronym, man. We appreciate that.
Nah, baby, anytime. That's what I'm good for. Yeah.
All right, guys, we out. We love y'all. Much love. Music for your mental. Thank you, Deja.
Thank you, Deja.
It's dance time. Oh, we gotta do our selfie. We gotta do our selfie. Let's do it. Smile, big smile.
Space, someone to reward, never to ignore. They need safe space, someone to respect, open intellect. We need
Yeah.
Space, got to regulate, try to balance the way you need.
Shout out to everybody who joined in the chat.
Yeah.
I need space. Yeah, principal says, welcome to my office, you can come on in. I want to introduce you